now the proper time?
That'll be fine.
Thank you, Mr.
Well,
Chairman.
please.
So, in states that require background checks for all handgun sales, 47% fewer women are shot to death by their intimate partners. There are 53% fewer firearm suicides, and 53% fewer law enforcement officers are shot to death by handguns. So it's about double. These laws do work. They will decrease murders and suicides by 1/2. And that's what the statistics show, and that's why law enforcement strongly supports this. I hear all the time from gun rights advocates that the only way to stop a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. Actually, these statistics show that the best way to stop a bad guy with a gun is don't let a bad guy have a gun. If you vote to pass this bill by, or you vote to table this bill by, let's be very clear what you're voting for. You're voting for giving guns to bad guys. Because background checks don't stop good guys. I have no doubt that all the gun owners in this room could pass a background check. And we know that most guns are sold from federally FFLs, from gun stores, and they have to pass a background check. And most guns are bought that way. The problem is not the legal people, the good people, the people that have owned guns, following the law. They aren't criminals. But a vote to pass this by is a vote to say, we want terrorists to have guns. We want the MS-13 to have guns. We just had an election where people said, what are we going to do about these gangs with guns? And now, if this bill's passed by, you're voting to give guns to gang members. You're voting to give guns to domestic violence abusers. You're voting to give guns to very dangerous people that none of us would want in this room with a gun right now. So I want to be very, very clear. This bill does not prohibit anyone who doesn't have this record of violence from getting a gun. And if you do have a long record of violence, or mental illness, or convictions for domestic violence, then I hope we would all agree you shouldn't own a gun. And I don't know why everyone on this side believes that people who commit domestic violence should have guns. I think that the laws say they shouldn't have guns, and to allow this loophole, it doesn't make any sense to not allow enforcement of the laws we have on the books. Otherwise, you're voting to give the bad people. It doesn't affect the good people. You're voting to give the bad people guns. Thank you for your time.
I'll have a final comment. I disagree with some of your comments very strongly. It's okay to have a difference of opinion, but to accuse someone of taking a certain vote and being in favor of guns going to terrorists and so forth, I resent that. I think you probably owe this committee an apology for those remarks. The rest of it,
Mr. Chair, before you call for the vote, I would just like to make a comment and speak to the bill. Sitting on this committee now for over 11 years, and this bill has been brought before this committee regarding universal back check. We hear from both sides of the incidents of who opposes and who's for it, but people are constantly being killed. We are now in an environment as we look around is that children, adults, criminals have guns so readily available. And one thing that we can do to prevent this measure or be a deterrent to the wrong people having the gun is to certainly just passing a bill to have a universal back check. We're not taking the guns from individuals who have properly gone through the process, but we are trying to prevent the guns from going into the wrong individual's hands. And with people getting killed these days, this is just one basic law. A universal back check. Just completing a process. If you don't have anything to hide, you don't have to worry about the back check. You know, it's just, I just see this as going down the wrong road. And I hope as this committee goes forward that we will begin to listen to the constituents, listen to the people who are concerned. We're not trying to take away your rights, but we're just trying to help save lives, and that's by getting guns off the street. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
If I could also say, and just kind of elaborate on your own comments, as someone that has a little bit more experience combating terrorism than a radio personality, I also don't appreciate the suggestion that if I disagree with somebody on this particular bill, it somehow insinuates that I want firearms in the hand of terrorists. And with that, Mr. Chairman, I have a motion.
You recognize.
Move to PBI, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to PBI the following bills in a block: 140, 721, 977, and 1373. All in favor of PBI, let it be known by voting so or cast your vote on the machine.
Again, clerk, my machine is not working, I vote yea.
I think it came up.
I didn't do it though, they had to do it.
All right, the bill is PBI 4 to 2.